Hey guys, welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. Let's get started. I'm going to pull a 3-card spread using different decks. The first one we'll be starting with is the Weaver Tarot by Threads of Fate. And we're going to pull one card from this deck. The way I pull cards is that I shuffle and let them fall out, or let them present themselves. So there goes one. This one is the 10 of Wands. I'm going to put that down here. The next deck we'll be using is the 88 Gemstones Tarot deck. And we'll let one fall out while I'm shuffling. Just one card, please. Okay, we got the Emperor upright. And the third deck we'll be using today is the You Are Magic Tarot deck by Solea. Can't show her on YouTube because she's nude. And once again, we will just let one card fall out. One card for Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. That was too many. One card, please, for Tuesday, November 18th. And we have the 9 of Wands stuck together with the Queen of Cups. I'm going to put those down together. And the last thing I like to do is one oracle card. This is the Voice of the Souls oracle deck that we're using. Once again, one card to give us an overview for the day of November 18th, 2025. One card, please. And this card says forgiveness. So today, Tuesday, the 18th of November, is a day of forgiveness, either for yourself or for others. And as we can see in this particular card, we have two hands. They look like the hands of an oracle. They are tattooed. There is the third eye and the celestial sun, stars, and moon. So we're likely looking at a situation that may have been confusing psychically or psychologically, and may involve the forgiveness of, could be, I'm getting yourself, perhaps for not being able to see something clearly. Usually that forgiveness is for yourself. I say that because of the third eye and the celestial bodies. To me, it's giving a forgiveness of wanting to forgive yourself for not having clear sight, clear vision, not knowing what's going on intuitively. And sometimes I know, especially, I'm rather hard on myself in those types of situations where I'm used to being able to seeing clearly as a psychic myself. Now, even if you don't consider yourself psychic, everyone has a third eye and everyone has second sight. So forgiving your own intuition or lack thereof, I think, is always important, to be easy on yourself. The universe is much kinder than the human mind. So it's important that while we use the tools of our third eye and second sight and psychic ability and just regular intuition to try and discern what's happening within ourselves and around ourselves, it's also important that we know that the universe does take care of us and that we don't always need to know everything. And I think that's one big way we can forgive ourselves is the forgiveness of not having it all figured out, of not always knowing everything, and of not always clearly discerning what's going on. The universe always wants us to know that despite any of that, everything is okay. So with the theme of having forgiveness, and especially forgiveness for our third eye and our second sight going on today, looking at the cards, I do see a continuing theme. This deck is showing us the Ten of Wands, and once again, even though this is a totally different deck, um, it's a very similar um, hands. They look like the hands of an oracle, of a psychic, of a fortune teller. Beautiful. These hands almost they have like beautiful nails and what could be some kind of rings, the way I have rings up on my fingers, and then almost this kind of spider webby puppeteering um, type of imagery. So to me, what this is giving is um, the Ten of Wands is usually about carrying a heavy burden and reaching the end of a cycle of carrying that heavy burden. In this case, the uh, imagery is kind of these um, logs or wands that are kind of bound all up into like a wreath. Like someone put in a ton of effort, like trying to hold something together with string and puppeteering it and just having so much invested in even the psychic control of a situation. And of course, the Ten of Wands is usually telling us to put down that burden. The same way we might think of forgiveness as a way of putting down that burden, letting go of things we don't have to know, things we don't have to make work anymore, things that we can't hold together, things we can't puppeteer, um, things that perhaps even with something like a tarot reading we can't always know. And the reading is telling us that it's totally okay not to know everything and not to be able to hold everything together. This actually seems like it would be in contrast to the second card, which is usually in these three card spreads, the center card is like the present moment. So if this were your past leading up to the day of Tuesday, November 18th, of trying to hold everything together, the present moment puts you more in the role of the emperor. And whether you're male or female, the emperor is about, ironically, a sense of control, of having everything together, authority. But in this case, I'm feeling that that kind of authority and self assured control, it's less about controlling a situation and more about being in on the throne of authority through not knowing everything. So allowing the universe to place you on this throne and to be stable even amidst what might feel like an uncomfortable moment where you don't necessarily know everything or are able to hold everything together. And then the future moment, we have some um, pretty positive cards and kind of this bright, shiny uh, pink gold foil deck with the pairing of the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Now, the Nine of Wands is normally about standing your ground, feeling exhausted, but being almost to the end of your battles, kind of like the final step before a breakthrough. And the Queen of Cups is, of course, um, a high ranking card in the Suit of Cups, which is about emotions and feelings. And the Suit of Wands is about passion and career. So, what this is pointing to for me, what I'm getting off of these is this feeling of kind of being overburdened and out of control is going to be short lived because a breakthrough is right on the horizon, indicated by the Nine of Wands. It looks like a very positive, happy, again, a celestial theme of kind of this bottle of magic that to me is symbolizing this breakthrough of celestial bodies and sort of like a growing seed that could almost be like if you were thinking about the Suit of Pentacles, which is about um, earthly creations, finances, abundance. You would see kind of plant imagery growing. So it's almost like a celestial spiritual project. That kind of breakthrough, that kind of magical, miraculous breakthrough is right on the horizon. And it's going to be extremely fulfilling and beautiful, magical, miraculous. Again, we're seeing this almost tattoo style, gold foiled, celestial imagery in what could almost be, if you didn't see the part where it was the Queen of Cups, this could almost be the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is one of the most positive cards in the whole deck, a card of overflowing emotions and new emotional beginnings and relationships that work and projects that feel you're emotionally attached to. So um, I'm seeing this in the realm of um, wands is usually the suit of passion. So I'm seeing this magical breakthrough as along the lines of something you're passionate about, possibly a passionate project, um, maybe a relationship that you're very passionate about, but with this almost pentacle style seed growing in there, to me, I'm reading more of a passion project breakthrough that will make you extremely happy, fulfilled, and also, in a way, place you back on a throne in more of a kind of feminine empowerment. Queen of Cups is um, kind of more of a feminine card than something like the Emperor. So I'm almost seeing like this being a continuation of that Emperor energy of being able to sit on your throne of authority in this new breakthrough that you're going to have, but from a place of kind of feminine empowerment, joy, passion, love, etc. So it looks really beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you tomorrow.